Science girl, try harder. Or try it with your own words, at least. You have to take a clip. Okay, over on Science Girl's channel, she's got this clip of Molly from Burnt Toast. Okay.
It's, yeah.
Coach and he's black. Black people are better than white people at basketball.
Oh, don't go there, Molly.
It's true, and I'm going to have a house full.
That's a fact that black people statistically are better at basketball than white people. And I posted a sports guide and that it describes exactly why that culture is better at that. It's like white folks are better at square dancing than black folks are because we grew up with hillbilly music, But it's a fact, and I posted it on there. I mean, it's a good fact because, she's not saying, well, they're just dumb and they play basketball better. No, she's speaking about the good qualities of them. He said don't go there. Fine. The sport said go there.
Of basketball players tomorrow.
Hungry basketball players.
Oh, I like what he does. That's cool.
That's not true. Alma, but that's not true. No.
Okay,
Honestly, listen. Black people are funnier. Black comedians are funnier than white comedians.
I think she's right because if you look, we have Flip Wilson, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle. Just think, there's so many more. Cat Williams. There's so many more. I typically like black folks better because they don't have to be as politically correct as white folks, so they're not able to say anything. I grew up watching Richard Pryor, and he is funny. And some of the stuff that he talks about is how black folks are treated by the police. That's one of his earliest skits. But she's right. Dave Chappelle's from my hometown. I would agree that black folks in the world of comedy are funnier than white folks. That's a fact. Doesn't make it racist. I mean, I did go to a free concert that Dave Chappelle put on for our city and filmed it for him. Filmed it.
Black people do dance better than we do. Hello, Michael Jackson.
It seems like that black folks, if you go back and read articles, black folks have a certain rhythm. And it goes all the way back to the culture. It goes all the way back to the culture. And I'm not going to explain the culture, but how they got rhythm. Because I'm not going to have anybody pull that race card on me. But it comes all the way back to the tribes that they came from. We came from a certain tribe too. And they came from a certain tribe. But there is a reason why it's typically known that black folks have a little more rhythm and can dance and sing better than white folks. And there's a very good reason for it. Remember the movie White Man Can't Jump and Black Folks Can't Swim. They say that black folks can't swim, and I don't understand that. But I see Mark Spitz. Yeah, I see that the Olympic world of swimming is dominated by white folks. That's just the way it is. That doesn't mean anything. It's like there's cultures out there. Let me give you an example. Japanese people are known because they like rice and they like egg rolls and wonton soup. That's some of the stuff they eat. Black folks are dumb because they like fried chicken. They don't have no qualms about it. But they're not going to CA meetings, Chicken Anonymous meetings, and standing up saying, "Hey, my name's Tyrone and I like chicken." No, they love fucking chicken. It's not a problem. I like it too, but they're known for that. That's one of their things that they've collected, that they own. Like that N-word that we're not supposed to say to them. They own that. Right?
Hello? Black people sing better than we do.
I think black folks generally do have a better rhythm and dancing and singing than white folks do because of their culture. It goes all the way back. Look it up.
And note, her son and her husband are standing right there, and they wouldn't dare correct her, right?
Because she doesn't need to be corrected. She doesn't need to be corrected. She's talking about the difference of cultures. There are differences in cultures. Why would they correct her? Oh, honey, don't you dare say that black men are better at basketball than white men. Because it's a fucking fact. It's not an insult. That's a fact.
Right?
Okay? They make chicken better than we do.
I don't know if black folks are better cooks or not. But I do know that some of the southern recipes that I like trout and grits. Like the real greens. Like chitlins. I like chitlins. I'm a white guy. I like chitlins. I just don't like how they make you smell it, your house smell. Those come from, like, there's European cooking and French cooking and Mexican cooking. Right? Would I be a racist if I say, hey, my buddy Edmundo down there, he can make a hell of a taco, man. The Mexicans can make a hell of a taco. That doesn't make me a racist. That's a fact. They grew up with that. I'll tell you what, when I did time in a joint, we'd make them breaks, you know, with the ramen noodles and everybody throw their sausage and their pickles or whatever. I would always, there was a couple of Mexican guys that would steal stuff from the kitchen and they would make this hell of a salsa, right? And they would sell it to you. They would make salsa, and it was the best fucking salsa ever. So why wouldn't I go to them? Because I know the Mexicans can make a hell of salsa. Why wouldn't I go there? There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a chicken freak. I love to eat chicken. No.
Yeah, very condescending, huh? Yep. I've had people do this shit to me about my people, too.
My people. Burnt toast. Just used. Now, ScienceGirl wants to put up a clip of somebody else because she can't word this herself. Burnt toast just said, my people. Are you separating yourself from other people? Are you separating yourself from other people? See, ScienceGirl can't put this into her own words. You know, she had to look around for a clip of somebody else talking about Molly, right? But what we want to know about if she's racist, right? Race and racist, you put racist in there as if Molly's a racist. What we want to see is those texts that you had, you know, just when you and Molly were talking offline, where she said racist things to you. We want to see evidence of how she was a racist while you guys were friends. Did you not notice she was a racist then? Did she keep it away from you? Because real racists want to recruit other racists. They want their hate group to grow larger. That's why you have like the white nationalist front and stuff. So why don't you show us some of the text, you know? Because I've never heard you on here say me and Molly split up because she was racist. We didn't hear that. We don't talk to each other because she was just doing too much racist stuff. But now that you're mad at her, you want to dig a clip from somebody else because you aren't articulate enough to use your own words and your own texts and your own experiences with Molly that you knew her well enough to spend a vacation with her. Tell us about the racist stuff she did there. Why don't you do that? You know, seriously, ScienceGirl, try. Do better. For real. I mean, your obsession with her right at this point is getting to be worse than makeup monsters. And you and I and Molly would joke behind the scenes about makeup monsters' obsession with her. And you know this. It's getting worse on your end. Really. Seriously.
It's different, obviously, because I'm not black, I'm indigenous. But, yeah, I've had people do this kind of weird thing where it's like they're being racist as fuck, but...
No, there's nothing in this that's racist. Nothing. How's that racist? To say that black men played basketball better than others when there's articles out there to show you that they do and why. They do. There are some white boys, though, that'll get out there and kick that ass like Larry Bird back in the day. There's nothing racist here. Nothing. If she was a racist, she wouldn't even be talking to that guy. Racists hate black people, Jews, and other people. They make jokes about them. Then, you know, just ask Behaving and Samara all about that. They know what it's like to suck up to a racist. But nobody wants to address him. That's just his way of being funny and trolling. If Burnt Toast wants to do videos about racism, she needs to slide on over to Groiper.
They think they're being complimentary. It's awkward AF.
It's not awkward to me. Not awkward to me to be appreciated of a culture. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate those bands that put out songs, you know, that I grew up with, like Ready for the World and PM Dawn and Jodeci and all those that put out, all those black men that use their voices. I appreciate that. I appreciate that culture, that those black men have that kind of rhythm and stuff and the comedy. I appreciate learning from them. I'm glad that there's people in the world that are different than me. Like, what if we were all the same? We didn't have different cultures. We didn't have different languages, colors, sizes, shapes. This would be a really boring world. So it's really nice that you can see the fact that someone is different culturally. But, you know, there people are different culturally. If give you an example, like I might go hang out with my black friends, right? And I'll have on my cowboy boots, my flannel shirt, and my Levi's, and my belt buckle, and my cowboy hat, and I'll be chewing the backer and listening to by God Joe Diffie or something like that. But when I go hang out with my black friends, ain't none of them gonna be dressed like that. Ain't none of them gonna be listening to that fucking music. Ain't none of them gonna be chewing the backer. Ain't none of them gonna be smoking a Marlboro. They'll be smoking a Cooler or a Newport because we're different, and that's why people like each other.
We had a chef that lived next door to us, and he's like insanely famous. And he told me, he said, next Monday, I'm gonna teach you how to make Mississippi Southern fried chicken like an old black lady.
Now look, she said black men like fried chicken. Right? And when she said Southern fried chicken, this gentleman's head went up and down, his eyes lit up, and his tongue coming out of his mouth. Black men like chicken. So the white guys don't, but black men like it too.
And I said, what?
It's, yeah.
Now, it's just sad.
You know, coaching.
It's just sad that SG, Science Girl, would do this. Try to make Molly look like a racist. Come on, man. Are you so dense that you went and spent a vacation with a racist and didn't know it? That you were friends with a racist all this time and you didn't know it until now? Until Burnt Toast put that video out? You weren't sure? Well, thank you, Burnt Toast. Really, because you put this video out and SG wanted to share it because she didn't know that her friend that she went on vacation with and talked to behind the scenes and got up on a panel and farted on Diane with, she didn't know her friend was a racist. She needed you. Yeah. Maybe you vet your friends later on. Did she try to take you to a KKK rally or something like that? Is that what it is? Come on, Science Girl, do better, really.